Now now we can do the PT testing. First, PT testing is three type of testing: IR testing, and winding resistance, and last of all, ratio test. We will do the IR testing. So IR testing, we can remove the primary earthing and secondary earthing. Now we can remove the secondary earthing cable, and otherwise it will connected. Backside it's a neutral earthing, it's always connected, but testing condition, we can remove that neutral point separate from the earthing. Start. Now we can start the winding resistance test. You have multimeter to this point, A and N point. We can measure the secondary resistance in R phase में A and N point. So secondary resistance for R phase PT and now we can measure the Y phase PT resistance. Y phase PT resistance and B phase PT resistance, secondary resistance. Now we can start the IR, insulation resistance test for PT. It's a three condition: primary to earth, primary to secondary, secondary to earth. Primary to earth and primary to secondary, we can apply the 5 kV injecting voltage, and secondary to earth we can apply the 500 volt DC voltage. Now we can start 5 kV primary to earth for R phase. High voltage positive cable, it will connect to the primary side, and earthing cable with negative phase cable, it will connect to the earth. And we now can change the Y phase cable, Y phase primary to earth. Now we can change the B phase to earth. So all in gigaohm range. Now second condition, primary to secondary. We can put the primary cable, positive cable in primary side and negative cable in secondary side. Secondary neutral always connected in looped. We can apply the 5 kV. It will reach the gigaohm. Now Y phase, it will injecting. Now B phase. Okay. Now the condition is secondary to earth. We can apply the 500 volt DC for secondary side. The secondary neutral cable was all phases would be shorted, so we can apply the each phase. It will share with other phases. So we can connect the cable, positive cable in R phase N side, and negative cable it will connect it in earthing. We can inject it.
Start.
Now we can start the AC testing for PT. It's a ratio test. We can apply the voltage in by the step up transformer. It's the connection for it. We can short the 3 PT for applying the voltage. We can apply the up to 5 kV. We can start the ratio test. we can vary the voltage from primary side. 30. Now we can vary the 50 voltage in applying voltage for HV transformer. It will develop step up by the 500 volt. Sorry, 50 volt.
Okay.
We can apply the 500 voltage for primary. It will measure at 5.0 in ratio. Now we can vary the up to 1 kV.
Okay, 1 kV.
It will secondary. We can measure the 10.0 R phase, 10.1 Y phase, and 10.0 B phase. We can vary the 2 kV up to 2 kV.
2 kV అంటే ఇక్కడ 200 volts మనకి.
B phase 19.8. Y phase 19.8. R phase 19.8.